Yeah, next on the list of ways to try to kind of increase that 1 to 3% average conversion rate figure. And this actually, from everything I've seen in my experience and from everything that we read about and all this research, videos on your website are far and away the number one way that you can encourage increased conversion rates. A couple more statistics. There's a shoes and clothing retailer called Zappos. 30% increase in sales by adding product videos to their site. There's a jewellery site called ice.com. They managed to increase their conversion rate by 400% by implementing videos of their products. A couple more, 44%, 25%. These are increases in their conversion rates from putting videos of the products on the actual product detail pages. I mean, those kind of figures are too significant to ignore. If you've got a website and you're struggling to convince people to buy from it, video has got to be the number one thing to do. Also, video, similar to reviews, it's got search engine optimization benefits. Time and again, particularly if you our recommendation is put your videos on YouTube, so you upload them to YouTube and then embed them in your website from there. YouTube pages themselves are always featured very highly in the search results. That's just an example of a simplyhike.com, which has got all of their product videos on YouTube. You search for a particular type of, I think that's a tent or something like that. The top result is actually, it's not their site, but it's YouTube, and it's a video of somebody putting that tent up. And from the YouTube page, you are then taken through to their web page. So there's a big benefit there. It just gives you like an extra platform, really, to kind of publicize your products. Ways to add videos to your site. There's a number of ways of doing it. Like I said, the best way, put them on YouTube first, because it's that extra platform. Always make sure that they are embedded in your own page. You don't actually want people clicking off to click through to YouTube or something like that to view your video. YouTube's great because you just copy and paste some simple code in there, and your video is just embedded in the page as if it's kind of like an integral part of your site. Sometimes you see people open it up in a new window. That's not so good because just the act of having the video on your web page is, that is an SEO boost for that particular page itself. So make sure they're embedded on the page themselves. If you want a good idea, a good example of how it's done, this site, ASOS, which is a clothing retailer, they are massive in terms of usability, research and testing, and that's another site where you just know that everything they do is implemented after having done extensive tests, and they've got really good what they call catwalk view. So every single one of their products, you can watch a video of a human being sort of walking up and down wearing it. They had a massive increase again in conversion rates after putting that in place. So if you can find videos to put on your website, and there's different types of videos, different ways of doing it. Again, it's one of those things that's not easy. Sometimes manufacturers of your products will provide you videos. Sometimes if you've got, like that example of a tent, for instance, you can get instructional videos, so it will show somebody how to put the tent up. It's just a good way of showing that the product exists in real life, showing it in a real life sort of context rather than just on a plain white background where you can't really understand what it's like in reality. By far the best type of video is what they call user-generated video. So it's videos that your customers have sent in of your products that they are actually using. There's no kind of, all the different ways that can overcome people's fears and prove to them that you're a company that's worth buying from. That's the best way to do it. It shows people that you've got real life customers out there. It shows that your products, they actually work. It shows them in use. It's just the best kind of video that you can possibly get for increasing conversion rates. So much so that there's sites like firebox.com, they sell sort of gadgets and that kind of thing. They offer people £50 gift vouchers for sending in videos of themselves using their products. That kind of user-generated video content is far and away the top recommendation for increasing conversion rates on an e-commerce site that we've ever seen.